Good afternoon, everybody. Chris Bradley with your Weather Geek Report here on this Tuesday afternoon. Finally, we're getting some much needed rain, but I've got some changes to the forecast that some of you may or may not like. So let's first talk about what's going on. The temperature, the humidity coming up. It feels warmer today than yesterday, even though the temperature is really not that much different. It's, maybe a degree or so warmer. But here's why. When we look at the dew point, and remember, we talk about this a lot with the Weather Geek Report. This is measuring how much moisture is in the atmosphere. And check this out. 70 in Columbus, 70 dew point at Mansfield. Look at Portsmouth, the dew point in the mid 70s. So when you get the dew point up over 70 degrees, it really starts feeling more like Florida. And when you think of Florida or, areas in the south, in the summer or even in the spring, there's a lot of moisture in the atmosphere. And so what happens is we have available moisture to, bring rain down. And that's what we're starting to see here as we look at the hour-by-hour forecast. We're seeing pop-up showers and storms for the next couple of days. This is a look at, an idea of how much rain we could see coming down here over the next couple of days. And I like what I'm seeing. However, it now appears, unfortunately, this is going to be a little bit more scattered than I think a lot of us will like. I don't think it's going to be that widespread area of rain. Where it does rain, it's going to rain a lot. And here's why. We've got we're looking here at the 300 millibar winds. Basically, we're seeing that this area right here, the winds aren't really that great. The jet stream showing the winds are much more intense as you go farther north. So what happens is the storms pop and then they really move very little. So that's why some areas are going to get a lot of rain where the storms develop and they kind of park over your neighborhood, whereas others won't get nearly enough. So what are we talking about as far as rain? This is a look at the rain totals between now and let's see here, we're going through Fridays. This gives you kind of an idea. Where we see the red here, great news. That's a pretty decent rain. You get along I-71 here. We're talking about, the potential here as we go over and look at the chart, of getting something up over 2, maybe up to 3 inches. The problem is there's not a lot of red. It's kind of scattered about. And the computer model has a hard time in really differentiating which areas this far out are going to get that much rain. So when we see this, you can't take this as gospel saying, all right, it's great news for, let's say, Knox County or Licking County. You can see right now the computer model is printing out a lot of rain for you. But I wouldn't guarantee that that necessarily is going to happen. That may not develop right in that area. But somebody could get that much rain. So what are we talking about? How long is this going to be sticking around? Well, our weekend preview shows there will eventually be a cold front. So between now and then, we're going to have that chance for scattered showers and storms. That cold front will come through here Saturday or possibly Sunday. It now looks like it may be pushed back Sunday morning, maybe early Sunday afternoon. Once that comes through, what we're going to see is a cooling trend, less humidity. So let's hope between now and then that your neighborhood gets some of the rain that we really need. We are easily looking at deficits of 3 and in some cases 4 inches from what we typically get by this time of year. Remember, I'll be up with the weather at 5, 5:36, and 11 on 10 TV News. And look for my live Weather Geek Report. It's always kind of fun because you never know what I'm going to say. That's coming up 10 o'clock sharp right here on Facebook.